Yeah, Jamie said. Jamie said the wicked do not always hide their sin. Sometimes they move it. They take the blame from their own hand and lay it upon the innocent. A ruler fails and points to the weak. A police force neglects and blames the crowd. A government lies and calls the truth teller traitor. This is scapegoating, not confusion but transfer as the guilty remain inside the city. Clean praise protected, the innocent is sent into the wilderness, carrying a crime that was never his. Jamie said this is witchcraft most foul, to make the righteous bear the punishment that belongs to the wicked. The scapegoat, the scapegoat, the scapegoat, the scapegoat, the scapegoat. They came with clean and careful hands, too clean to have done wrong. They brought a name to feed the crowd, they brought a ready song. The guilty stood behind the law, the weak stood in the square, and every eye that feared the truth was taught to look elsewhere. A failure needed flesh to wear, a lie required to face. A wound the rulers would not always move to bore a place. They said, behold the cause of this, behold the stain, the shame, and all the hidden fingerprints were buried in his name. They washed their hands in public light, they dried them on the page, then sent the innocent outside. Made disorderly, the beaten named the threat. The truth teller became the wound the liars would forget. The war was blamed upon the land, the war itself destroyed. The hand that lit the house on fire complained about the void. They called it order, called it peace, they called it moving on. They built a story neat enough to bury what was done. A court may bless the transfer, a paper crown a lie, but sin does not grow innocent because the blame one dies. They wash their hands in public light, they dried them on the page, then sent the innocent outside. No priest admits the altar is a headline, the knife is a report, the hymn is public anger, the sacrifice is reputation. No horn, no hoof, no midnight fire, 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 fire. Don't let this find one body, fill it with blame, drive it away, call the camp cleaning when the wilderness takes him, when his name is ruined, when his family inherits the stain, when his own voice sounds strange from disuse. The guilty return to their offices and speak of healing. Send out the scapegoat, mark him with the stain. Let him carry other men through wilderness and shame. Send out the scapegoat, leave the truth alone. A nation built on borrowed guilt will curse itself in stone. Its name. Changed its name.
Serpent tongues.
Jamie said, the serpent had no army, no iron, no throne, no gallows, no court, only a tongue. And by that tongue, paradise was troubled. So learn the first law of the new demonology. Evil need not strike first. It need only rename. Call a neighbor vermin, and soon as blood feels less like blood. Call a people insects, and the hand grows light upon the blade. Call torture questioning, and pain puts on a clean shirt. Call invasion freedom, and the dead are buried under virtue. Call silence security, and truth is looked away to applause. Jamie said the serpent tongue is the devil's familiar. It creeps and whispers, thunders and broadcasts, flatters in council chambers, and teaches whole nations to speak falsely with one mouth. For a lie is weakest when one man tells it. It becomes witchcraft when the crowd repeats it. It becomes law in the powerful blessed. It becomes history when the dead can no longer answer. The old witch muttered over herbs. The new witch speaks into microphones. The old curse blighted cattle. The new curse changes the name of the victim until murder sounds like duty. Beware the tongue that makes cruelty clean. Beware the word that enters the ear and comes out as a weapon. Jamie said the devil's oldest instrument was not fire. It was speech. Serpent tongues. No fang first, no womb first, no blood upon the leaves, only a voice in the garden dark, teaching hunger to believe. It did not say fall, it said be wise. It did not say die, it said open your eyes. The rumor walked through market stone, deaf within, half fed by dusk. It wore a magistrate's coat by dawn. It wanted dead, it pointed once and found a crowd. It whispered twice and found a knife. It called a man a calling thing and lightened up the weight of life. One mouth makes smoke, 10 mouths make flame, 1,000 mouths together make a furnace of a name. Serpent tongue, silver on the killing word. Sweeten up the bitter blade till mercy goes unheard. Serpent tongues, bless the hand before it swings. First they change the name of blood, then they crown the wound with wings. The radio learned a human voice and gave the devil breath. It did not lift the machete up, it made a sermon out of death. It said they crawl, it said they breed. It said the nation must be clean and neighbors drunk on daily hate and things no beast had ever seen. In polished rooms the same tongue smiles with flags behind its chair. It says we bomb because we love and ash goes up like prayer. It says this prison keeps you safe, it says this secret keeps you free. It says the village had to burn to guard democracy. Fair words on foul work, white cloth on the stain. Teach the mouth to pardon it, then teach the heart again. Serpent tongue, silver on the killing word. Sweeten up the bitter blade till mercy goes unheard. Serpent tongues, bless the hand before it swings. First they change the name of blood, then they crown the wound with wings. Beware the words that wash the floor before the body cools. Beware the phrases made by courts, by cowards, kings and schools. Collateral, necessary, order, peace, security, risk, regrettable, proportionate, clean. These are not words, they are gloves, and under them the hand is red. The serpent does not need be wicked, only fluent, only obedient to the sentence, only willing to repeat what makes the wound acceptable. Serpent tongues, make the gallows sound like hymns. Turn the neighbor into plague, turn the murdered into sins. Serpent tongues, leave no fang mark on belief. For the hand may do the killing, but the tongue prepares the grief. No claw, no horn, no midnight drum, only the word, and then the crowd, then they come.
Silence taken as proof. Jamie said, there is an ordeal older than the courtroom. In former days they cast the accused into water. If she floated, she was guilty. If she sank, she drowned innocent. Either way, the trial had already chosen his answer. And Jamie said the river hath not vanished. It hath only changed its name. Now the river is the hearing, the river is the report, the river is the assessment, the river is the file, the river is the public square. If the innocent speaks, they right. He denies responsibility. If he cries out, they right. He is unstable. If he grows angry, they right. He is dangerous. If he is calm, they right. He is cold. If he is silent, they right. He had no remorse. Lost every road that turns to guilt. Every gesture is made confession. Every breath is entered Emptiness is guilt, and truth itself is made a trap. Silence taken as proof. They brought no river to the room, no rope, no priest, no stone. They sat me underneath a light and left me there alone. I could move softly in the dark. A question wore a smile. The chair became the water's edge. The table turned to try. I said I did not do this thing. They wrote, he still denies. I said the record lies on me. They wrote, observe his eyes. I wept. They named it weakness. I stood. They named it pride. I told the truth 100 times. The truth was turned aside. Float, and thou art guilty. Sink, and thou art gone. The river learned the courtroom's tongue and carried judgment on. Silence taken as proof. Denial taken as shame. Every door I tried to open led me back into the name. Speak and they call thee liar. Weep and they call thee mad. Stand and they call thee dangerous. Break and they call thee bad. Oh, silence taken as proof. The spell was built to last. They did not seek the living truth. They only fed the past. The file had learned my posture. The file had learned my breath. It wrote my fear is cunning and my exhaustion death. If I resisted falsehood, it said I would not learn. If I submitted quietly, it said I would return. Outside the crowd had questions, but none that wanted light. Why does he speak so loudly? Why is she so polite? The public square, the prison desk, the paper and the screen all drank from the same poison well and cold. The water clean. A curse upon the body, a curse upon the face. The breed was made suspicious, to vanish left a trace. Silence taken as proof. Denial taken as shame. Every door I tried to open led me back into the name. Speak and they call thee liar. Weep and they call thee mad. Stand and they call thee dangerous. Break and they call thee bad. Oh, silence taken as proof. The spell was built to last. They did not seek the living truth. They only fed the past. This is the cruelest water. Not the river but the rule. Not the drowning but the doctrine that makes mercy look like fool. For an honest man can answer, and an honest man can tire. But a wicked game makes fuel out of water, breath and fire. What would you have me do? Say yes to lies, say no to lies. For quiet rise. Bring witnesses, bring wounds, bring years. Bring God himself to prove my tears. The game replies, all these are signs. Silence taken as proof. Denial taken as stain. The innocent stood in an empty room and still could not explain. Float and they call thee wicked. Sink and they call thee lost. The trial was sold as justice, but truth had paid the cost. Oh, silence taken as proof. Let every false page burn. But the mouth may close from weariness. But guilt is not silence earned. No river, no witch, no stone, no flame. Only a room that answered before I came. The saint was called a devil. Jamie said it. There is a witchcraft. No. Jamie said there is a witchcraft more subtle than accusation. It does not merely call the innocent guilty, it calls the righteous dangerous. It does not only hide evil, it crowns evil. It takes the man who speaks truth and names him liar. It takes the woman who reveals corruption and names a traitor. It takes the mourner demanding justice and names him agitator. It takes the prisoner crying innocence and names him mad. And while the good are dragged through shame, the deceivers wash their hands in public light. Princes who lied are called statesmen. Police who slandered are called brave. Courts that condemn the innocent call themselves diligent. The mouth is
spread falsehood, call themselves guardians of truth. Jamie said, this is the devil's triumph. Not only that evil is done, but that evil is honored as good. Not only that truth is wounded, but that the wound is praised as justice. This is the hidden curse, when the world applauds its own ruin, and conscience itself is taught to bow before the light.
The saint was called the devil. The saint was called the devil. The saint was called.
He came with nothing but a truth, no sword beneath his coat. He laid it down before the room and felt it seize his throat. They did not answer what he said, they answered what he seemed. Unstable, bitter, dangerous, a man who must have dreamed. She opened up the very file, she brought the hidden flame. They did not curse the thing revealed, they cursed the one who came. Traitors sang the polished mouths, mad woman wrote the page, and every lie she dragged to light was dressed in public rage. The dark put on a halo, the blade put on a wing. The thief became the witness, the victim wore the sin. The saint was called the devil, the liar called the law. The womb was called disorder, the knife was called the cure. Turn the world till no eye knows what is true. When good is made the guilty thing, the devil half his due. He came with nothing but a truth, no sword beneath his coat. He laid it down before the room and felt it seize his throat. They did not answer what he said, they answered what he seemed. Unstable, bitter, dangerous, a man who must have dreamed. She opened up the very file, she brought the hidden flame. They did not curse the thing revealed, they cursed the one who came. Traitors sang the polished mouths, mad woman wrote the page, and every lie she dragged to light was dressed in public rage. The dark put on a halo, the blade put on a wing. The thief became the witness, the victim or the sin. The saint was called the devil, the liar called the law. The womb was called disorder, the knife was called the cure. Turn the world till no eye knows what is true. When good is made the guilty thing, the devil half his due. A prince who fed the war with lies was praised for steady hands. The men who black and silent graves were honored through the land. The court that chained their innocence to tall and marble pride. The paper called itself the truth, imprinted where truth died. The mourner asking for the dead was mocked as one who hate. The prisoner naming his own chains was told he tempts his fate. The whistle in the burning house was blamed for making sound, and those who lit the fatal match were nowhere to be found. Dark put on a halo, the blade put on a wing. The thief became the witness, the victim or the sin. The saint was called a devil, the liar called the law. The wound was called disorder, the knife was called the cure. Turn the world till no eye knows what is true. When good is made the guilty thing, the devil hath his due. This is not murder in the alley, this is murder of the eye. This is when a people looks at light and swears it's all the sky go black. This is when conscience is trained to kneel before the wrong altar. This is when the righteous man begins to wonder whether righteousness itself has become a crime. And somewhere under robes, under flags, under headlines, under applause, something smiles for evil need not hide when it has taught the crowd to call it good. The saint was called a devil, the liar called the law. The clean were made unclean again, the guilty crowned with all. Turn the world till truth is split in two. When good is made the guilty thing, the devil hath his due. No horn, no flame. No midnight bell. Only the good renamed as hell. The saint was called the devil. Jamie said, there is a demon that comes after the verdict, after the lie is exposed, after the name is cleared, after the prison door opens, after the world says now begin again. Its name is Emptiness. For what court can return stolen years? What apology can raise the dead? What payment can buy the child never born? The love never lived, the youth left behind bars. Freedom may open the door, but it cannot restore the life that should have walked through it. That is the final curse of injustice. Not only that the innocent suffer, but that something of them is gone forever. Emptiness, Jamie said. There is a demon that does not shout. It comes after the trial, after the sentence, after the headline, after the prison door, after the apology, after the truth is finally admitted. Too late to save the years. Its name is Emptiness. It does not accuse, it does not strike, it does not need to lie anymore. The lie is already done his work. Emptiness is the room where a life should have in the chair. At the table, the child never born to work, never taken the friend who did not wait, the mother who died before the name was cleared, the youth that went into prison and did not come out. Jamie said this demon haunted the survivor, not with chains but with absence, not with fire but with the cold knowledge that some things cannot be restored. For when years are stolen, no court can give them back. A man may be freed and still find no life waiting. A name may be cleared and still echo in an empty house. The world may say justice has been done, but emptiness answers. No, only the lie has ended, the curse remains. Emptiness. And call the morning mine. The street was where I left it once, but wrong in every line. The houses were familiar brick, the church still kept its bell, but all the years that should have lived had vanished where I fell. My mother's chair was vacant, my father's coat was gone. The child I might have carried was never flesh and bone. The job, the room, the wedding, the little ordinary things all stood like ghosts around me with their mouths full of wings. They said your name is clean now, they said the case is closed, but no one raised the buried years from where the falsehood grows. Emptiness, emptiness, the demon after pain. No claws upon the window, no blood upon the chain. Only the life that should have been, only the house unmade. Only the years that learned my name and died where I had stayed. They gave me back my papers, they gave me back my breath, but not the face I had before, not the unchosen death. For time is not a prisoner that walks when gates are wide. It does not turn at verdicts, it does not come inside. The neighbors say how tragic, the paper said release, the court said insufficient, the priest said find some peace. But peace is not a garment, a ruin man can wear, and freedom is a country that may no longer care. They said the wrong is righted, they said begin again, but beginnings do not answer for the slaughter might have been. Emptiness, emptiness, the demon after pain. No claws upon the window, no blood upon the chain. Only the life that should have been, only the house unmade. Only the years that learned my name and died where I had stayed. This is the demon, no painter gives a face, not horn, not hook, not smoke, not flame. A birthday missed, a photograph faded, a lover grown old with someone else, a child who will be 20 now if the lie had not eaten the calendar. This is the demon that lives where compensation cannot enter. It sits in the gap between innocent and restored. It counts what law cannot count, the mornings, the music, the bodies once young, the hands never held, the rooms never furnished, the laughter never heard. Emptiness, emptiness, the demon without breath. The sentence may be over, but absence has no death. Only the life that should have been, only the name delayed, only the years that call for me from graves the lie had made. No cell, no court, no judge, no cry, only the life that passed me by. Jamie said, there is a demon that comes when no acquittal comes, when the file remains sealed, when the court will not turn, when the record keeps its lie, when the world says guilty and time itself begins to agree. Its name is emptiness. For some are not freed by truth, some are buried beneath the accusation, some grow old inside a name that was never theirs. No apology, no clearing, no return, only the life that should have been, standing outside the locked door forever. That is the deepest curse of injustice. Now, let the innocent wait for vindication, but that vindication may never come.
Witchcraft did not vanish. Vanish, 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 vanish. Jamie said, men think witchcraft ended because they no longer see the old costume. No hag by moonlight, no cauldron black with herbs, no familiar whispering under the door, no pact signed in blood beneath a crooked tree. But this is childish seeing. For witchcraft was never truly the broom, the pot, the wart, the smoke. Those were only garments. The real craft was always this: to make the false appear true, to make the innocent appear guilty, to make the crowd fear what it should pity and obey what it should condemn.
change their instruments. Their cauldrons are pens, their spells are words, their familiars are media machines, record screens. They do not weave herbs, they weave narratives. They do not enchant by charms, they enchant by lies. And what greater sorcery is there than this? To make millions believe a falsehood, to turn justice into sin, to brand innocence as guilt, and to call the whole thing truth. This is the witchcraft of our day. Not in lonely cottages, but in parliaments, press offices, courts, police stations, prison files, broadcast rooms, and the vast black chapel of the internet. Jamie said, "Read not this as fable, read it as warning. For witches are real, and their sorcery liveth among us." Witchcraft did not vanish. They told us witches die with smoke, with rope, with river flame. They told us reason broke the spell and buried every name. No more the hag, no more the broom, no more the midnight hour. Get something or the left the wood and enter through the chart. It learned to dress in paper white, it learned a courtly tongue. It learned to sit beneath the seal where lawful bells are rung. It did not need a pointed hat, no moon behind its head. It only needed ink enough to speak for living dead. A whisper grew a record grew a chain. A lie put on a judge's robe and would not leave again. Witchcraft did not vanish, it only changed its hand. No cauldron now, no forest vow, but signatures and brands. The spell is not in Latin, the curse is not in flame. It lives where lies are written down and signed in justice's name. The old witch blighted cattle, the new one brands a soul. The old charm spoiled the harvest, the new one makes men whole. In falsehood's image, file by file, till truth can scarcely breathe. A man may cry, this is not mine, while records answer thief. The old familiar scratch the wall, the new one hums and screams. It carries slander door to door through bright electric means. It needs no Sabbath in the wood, no circle drawn in red. It gathers millions in one lie and feeds them what to dread. A headline became scripture, a rumor became law. The crowd looked on the innocents and named the wound they saw. Witchcraft did not vanish, it only changed its hand. No cauldron now, no forest vow, but signatures and brands. The spell is not in Latin, the curse is not in flame. It lives where lies are written down and signed in justice's name. Who is the witch now? Not she with herbs beneath her bed, not he who dreams beside the dead, but he who files what he knows false. She who whispers till the world convulses. They who call the victim dangerous. They who make the guilty glorious. They who turn the court to theater, the record to possession, the sentence into haunting and silence to confession. This is the craft, not smoke but certainty, not magic but authority, not demons in the rafters, but lies.